Year 12, so I wanted to give you notice of your next assessment task for this term. This is going to be a spoken oral task, so it is very different to obviously the Pride and Prejudice exam that you've done this term. Guys, this will be based on the novel that you are currently reading, which is The Kite Runner, okay? If you can take note of your due date for this task, which is Wednesday, week 13, during the exam block that you have, we will possibly do presentations over 2 days, but everyone will need to submit their work by Wednesday in week 13, okay? And I'll have more details on that as we get closer to the date. So the second task for your Year 12 QCE unit in Heroes and Villains. Guys, contextually, during this unit, what we will work towards is examining the themes and characters in the novel The Kite Runner. And what you need to do is present a detailed eulogy or testimonial on one of the characters from the novel. So what that means is that you will take on the role of a character and speak about another character from the novel. Your audience are members of the Afghan community, and the conditions of assessment, guys, it is a spoken task. You can choose whether it's a eulogy or a testimonial, and I'll explain the differences between those in a moment. You have more than 3 weeks notice of the task. I'm giving you about 5. You get teacher feedback on one draft, so you will need to submit a script. I will give you feedback on that script, and then you will go ahead and refine and make changes and submit that as your final copy along with presenting your speech. The conditions of assessment, according to QCEA guidelines, it is 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to be honest and let you know that we probably end up going more with 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm going to actually change that today because this is generally how long it takes most of you to get at least a B, and definitely an A in 5 minutes is more or less impossible. So it is 5 to 7 minutes. Your draft due date, Year 12, if you can take note of this, Sunday the 8th of November, and then your presentation date will be Wednesday the 25th of November. So please take note of those 2 dates. So guys, what you need to do for this task, you are to take on the role of a character in the novel The Kite Runner, and you are to present a eulogy or a testimonial on one prominent figure from the novel. Note that it should be someone who we hear quite a lot about in the novel. You are required to discuss the character's importance in relation to the themes of the novel and provide evidence and references from the text to justify your reflections. So, a eulogy in Western terms, if you don't know what that is usually a speech that is given at a funeral, again in Western culture, and it is where someone will take the stand and share memories and positive life, I guess, stories and perhaps reflections about the person who's passed away, okay? So spoiler alert, yes, someone does pass away, and actually more than one person passes away in The Kite Runner, okay? I told you it was a sad novel. The other choice that you have, so you could take on that stance and do a eulogy where you're giving a speech about someone who's passed away and you are playing a different character from the novel. You could also do a testimonial, and a testimonial is quite often seen at weddings or maybe at someone's graduation, or if there's some kind of, celebratory event, someone will give a testimonial, a nice speech basically, guys, about someone else, praising somebody else. Often you hear people doing toasts at weddings, and you might also have someone proposing a toast, at someone's graduation or a special day in their lives. You might want to look into particular traditions within the Afghani culture as well, and pick one that you think would be best suited to the character. So a testimonial, you would choose a testimonial if the character that you want to talk about does not die in the novel, okay? What you need to do as well, guys, is make sure that you are including some quotes and references from the text. And what that means is that you might be playing a character who's reflecting on memories they had or something that other character had said to them before they passed away, and you can use quotes from the novel as evidence of that. Like, I remember when he said to me, and then you would insert a quote from the novel, okay? Guys, there's a link to the criteria here. I'm not going to go through it in this video, but we will go through it in the lesson. And we will obviously look at probably about 3 different sample eulogies as well, so that you can see one at an A standard and also a B or a C standard as well. Okay, so that is your task. The task sheet is attached to this Google Classroom post. Please take note of these dates and please get reading. Thanks, team.